levels in diabetes patients, our next guest has found success that Alphabet has yet to find. Meet EverSense, pretty much a game-changing technology in terms of monitoring glucose levels, but there's a catch. It's the only FDA-approved long-term implantable sensor that provides real-time data. Yes, it's implanted under your skin. In a Fox Business exclusive, Senseonics CEO, the company that makes it, Tim Goodnow, is going to show us and tell us how it works. 10%, 8 to 10% of the population suffers from diabetes. This could be an unbelievable game changer. How does it work?
Well, Liz, thanks for having us. It's a very exciting technology, as you said. The thing to keep in mind about managing your disease with diabetes is the fact that it is long-term and chronic. So anytime you look for any improvement in that, you're trying to make people's lives easier. So that's...
Welcome to our channel, and welcome to another one of our videos. Today I'm doing a special edition on a request that I received from subscribers. The company's called SENS. SENS is their stock symbol, and Senseonics is the holding company. Now, this is a penny stock. It's below $5 a share, but it's been in business for a while now. And you've seen part of the video that I'm going to show you a little bit more later that covers this company and what it actually does. And then we're going to go through a little bit of a slideshow presentation. And then we're going to go through some of the earnings that I'm concerned with. And then we're going to talk about where the stock is heading, in my opinion. Please click the like button and subscribe. So let's get started. So here's the stock here. The market cap is under $1 billion. And the one-year target is estimated at around $2.30. Let's go down here to the earnings. The earnings has all been negative. Let's see what the recommendations are. The average is $2.30, the high is $4, and the low is 70 cents. Let's look at the insiders. Major holders breakdown is 10.4% of the shares are held by insiders. 14.78% of those shares are held by institutions. The number of institutions holding shares is 124. That's based off their last reporting, which is a yearly reporting of December 30th. That this is a very speculative stock. This is a fourth quarter earnings. They generated a revenue of $3.9 million, driven by orders to support the European installed base up to this diabetes care commercial transition. They raised $175 million proceeds from equity offerings in the first quarter of 2021 to strengthen the balance sheet. Now, they stated that the sales and marketing activities in Europe will select markets on February 1st. They reduced their fourth quarter operating expenses by $13.8 million compared to the prior year's period. Look at the revenue in the United States. Total revenue for the quarter was $3.9 compared to $9.0 million for the fourth quarter of 2019. U.S. revenue was not even $500,000, and revenue outside the United States was $3.5 million. I want you guys to really look at this before you decide to invest. And I have a slideshow presentation that I'm going to also put down below, because something is fishy here. Let's look at the short ratio right now. They're stating that there's about 200 million shares that are outstanding, and there is 15.8% of the shares shorted. It's been decreasing. This is a report as of 4/15, less than 15 days ago. I will also put this down below. Before we go through the company's slideshow presentation, let's find out a little bit about how this works in the company. Now, remember, this video is as of November 16, 2018. Now, they were approved for the first device for 90 days. We're going to discuss the stock a little bit later after the slideshow.
That's what we approached with the implantable product. The value behind it is just as you said. You put it under the skin and you forget about it. So that whole ability to make your life easier is what we're trying to enable with that sensor.
So a doctor implants it, and we're going to show all of this on camera here. Doctor implants it, and then you put a sensor over it. Is that correct?
Right, we call it the transmitter. The
Now,
doctor
does it
implants a
hurt to be
sensor.
implanted? What's the size of it?
It's very small. Think of it as a couple of grains of risotto rice. So it goes just under the skin. We typically put it in the back of the arm, and then a transmitter goes over the top of it, and that's how we talk to the cell phone.
Okay, the cell phone, and I'm assuming that's an app. This isn't an Apple app. This is your app, correct?
It's our app, but you can get it at either through the Android, through the Google Play, or you can get it at the Apple Store as well.
So when the sensor and the subcutaneous device ever sense that you need some insulin, it then sends a note to your phone?
Well, it'll send your glucose level to your phone exactly. So why that's most important is think about it, 8 hours a day. For many people, you're actually sleeping, right? So what it'll actually do is it'll alarm you and say you're going really high or you're going really low.
Now you know what this device does. All it does is detect. Now, there's other devices out there right now that I know about that automatically gives you insulin when you need it. I've heard about it. I'd have to look into it a little bit further, but there's companies like that right now. They have a device that hooks to your body. If your levels go too low, then they'll give you medicine. Now, that's totally different than this device provides.
Company, the ticker symbol is Senseonics. You know, it's publicly traded. It is a small cap,
Right.
about $500 million. As you look to expand, how much revenue as a business network do you see coming from this? To me, when you have this many people, 100 million adults suffering from some type of diabetes or pre-diabetes, I'm looking at a lot of revenue here. How much are you charging for this? And I believe it has to be changed out every 3 months?
Every 3 months for the U.S. version of the product, we'll be bringing the European version, which is already out to 180 days.
Right now, the United States only has the 90-day approval one. That means every 90 days, that item that was put into your arm has to be removed and replaced with a new one. And they're trying to get approvals for the 180-day in the United States right now. That's what we're currently waiting on with the FDA.
The area of continuous glucose monitoring is about $10 a day is what a payer, the insurance companies will pay for you to have the continuous glucose monitoring. So it's about a little bit over a $2 billion market now and growing pretty fast because of this excitement and the advent of the changes.
What's the risk of infection?
The risk of infection is quite low. It is about 0.7% in our product, and that just comes from the natural breaking of the skin barrier.
Okay, so it costs your insurance company $10 a day. Or if you don't have a great insurance company, it might cost you more each day. All right, enough of that video. That video will be down below in the description as well. Okay, here's their website. Here's the slideshow presentation that goes into your arm. This thing the transmitter gets attached to your arm, and that's your cell phone or whatever you want to monitor it. And that's what it looks like, and it shows you what your levels are. Now here's the milestones. We are now in 2021, 180-day sensor unit to get approved. And here's their net revenue. They're only planning on making between 12 to 15 million this whole year. 2021. 2022, 30 to 40 million. 2023, 60 to 75 million. And then you don't even get to $100 million until 2024. And then 2025, you get to 200 million. Now, valuation purposes. Currently, we're sitting at $1 billion. Is a company worth $1 billion? You have to ask yourself that. That's at $2.50. This was 2018. This was when that interview was occurring, at around $3 or so, somewhere in here. Okay, what the company's been doing was raising money by selling shares. Now, if your product is approved in 2018 and the whole 2019, you're only showing $500,000 of profit for the whole 2019. That's this whole year here. And they only made $500,000 in the United States. Not even that. It was $0.4 million. What does that tell you? It tells you people don't want a 3-month device put in their arm just to monitor their blood flows. That's my opinion. Now, when the 180-day one come out, maybe in the United States, they might want it further. But look, the whole 2020, look, the share price went all the way down here to 42 cents a share. It didn't even wake up into 2021. They had a product that they could make money off of, and the company was sitting at 41 cents or 42 cents a share for almost the whole year. There's a problem here. There's seriously a management and a CFO problem. And then this year, in the beginning of 2021, it pops up to 89 cents. And then boom, it shoots all the way up here to this $5 range. But then it dropped. Why? Because they sold more shares. That's why they said they got $170 million. So they're getting ready for the 180-day device. Now, one thing good here is the 50 days above the 200-day moving average. And your RSI down here is only at about 41, which it was back here when the stock was 50 cents a share. So it's not oversold, but it's right there in the middle range. That's where we are right now based on the RSI. Now these people are going to keep dumping shares. So I don't know when the shareholders really going to make their money. Where I see the stock is going is if people want to hype the stock up, it can go all the way up here to $3.28. That's on the top line here of the 50-day. I would try to get it at a lower price, about $1.77, and only use funds that you're prepared to lose. Remember, this is very, very, very much of a spec, because anybody can make another device. If these guys think they're going somewhere, they can turn around and make another device that's even better than their device. Remember, Google was working on this type of device, and Google is huge. But you never know. Maybe Google might buy them out. Now again, I appreciate you guys watching my video. I did this quick video only because I had a number of subscribers saying that they wanted a video from me in reference to the stock. I don't own the stock, and nor am I planning to buy it in the next 72 hours or in the next week or two. I'm going to wait until the 180-day comes out, and then I want to see what management does to promote it and get more people interested in it. Because apparently they haven't been promoting it well in the United States to get the people involved in it for the 90-day. If you can't get people interested in the 90-day, how are you going to do it for the 180-day? That's my questions for management. Be careful out there when you get into these specs. Anything can happen to a company. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel so you get future content. Thank you all, and you all have a good night. This is Sonny. I'm out.